and there is some message in this video. And I'll ask you 3 questions from this video. Okay? So you can watch a little bit with attention. Okay? Did you hear anything about Vedas? Vedas, this is very ancient spiritual science. I was born in former Soviet Union, Orthodox time, communism time, where people were considered as comrades, and lifestyle for everyone, lifestyle was pretty much the same. My father was running as an engineer, my mother was running as an accountant and treasurer, and my mother always used to call me, you should be strong like a soldier. Looking back and connecting the dots backwards, I can see now God made me spiritual politработник, spiritual motivational speaker.
His Grace Patri Prabhu, who is our upcoming speaker, is a journalist, professor of psychology, multilingual mentor, international motivational speaker, and a social worker. Let's welcome him on the stage.
We have to take care of cows, children, women, saintly people, and old people. We open one hospital, we're opening schools with the children. We are trying to go to village to spread this goodwill. It's our business with all of us to maintain this world together. Many small hands do big work. It was definitely not very clear for them what this path is about. The religion is the opium for the people. That's what we were taught. People were unaware about the presence of spiritual law. And here it is like thunderbolt from the clear sky. And my mother was very much affected. My father also was affected. What is this? It's strange. They are Christians. How dare you can take something which is coming from India? My parents requested me not to come home because they didn't understand my approach and therefore it will shake their reputation in society. Myself also, I could not just relate to certain habits and behaviors of that society, which made me actually to make very strong stand. was surprised. How can you make it? You are the Western city boy and you end up as a monk. If we are talking in terms of only one life, that's perhaps maybe too drastic. But if you can look from the bird eye view, then we can see that much bigger picture than simply one lifetime. First you come to hospital, what are you supposed to do? Doctor. You have to see doctor. Right? Doctor will come, okay? Okay, you should understand we have disease. And our disease is amnesia. And to remind ourselves who we are, we have to purify our mind. And it can be done by chanting holy name. Hare, Krishna and Rama. Krishna means all attractive. Rama means Ananda, all happiness. And Hare means spiritual potency. Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna! Krishna Krishna! Krishna Krishna! Hare Hare! Hare Hare! Hare Rama! Hare Rama! Hare Rama! Hare Rama! Rama Rama! Rama Rama! Hare Hare! Hare Hare! When foreigner comes to different country, people will start to hear him more seriously. There is no profit in your own family. So that principle is a trigger for Indian people and for Western people. Because at least people will ask you a question, what makes him so many years enthusiastic about what he is doing? Must be he has something which others still not have. It's wonderful to be with all of you and to discuss very, very important points and important principles of life, how to be happy. Needless to ask this question, what is our purpose of life? What is our desire? Everybody's saying we want to be happy, isn't it? But in spite of strong desire to be happy, very few actually happy faces I can see around, really. People smiling because they have to smile. Hi, how are you? Fine, fine. But actually smiling faces, crying hearts. And when we asking this question ourselves, objectively, am I happy actually completely? Did you ever ask yourself this question? Am I really happy? Or I'm thinking I'm happy. One monk, he told me, this life is like a rat race, you know, and life is always kicking us, pushing us. Other day we were discussing about the rat, you know, who was busy in the cage. And when even door open, still this rat doesn't think even to run away because she's too much preoccupied solving the problems of the cage. You see? Yes. So, and he said actually, what is the real problem of life? How to solve this problem? They say in Hindi, koi man se dukhi, koi tan se dukhi, koi dhan vina udas, thoda thoda sab dukhi, sukhi, shyam ka das. Bhagwan ka das sukhi, baki sab dukhi. Actually, everybody in their own way frustrated inside. But they have to smile because this is a law of this world. You have to be smiling. Hi, how are you? Hello. But inside, you know, very deep dissatisfaction. Today, somebody came and complained to me. You know what? Have you heard about the news in New York? One crazy guy from Las Vegas came and just like that shoot for. Have you heard this news? Yeah. He shoot 4 people, just something. So many people creating horror. Another guy was sharing with me, one guy, he brought 47 rifles, right, in one of the hotels, and he just shooted, how many people? 50 people? 56 people, man. Just like that. No reason, nothing. People, just simply casual people walking around. And he brought 47 rifles, which he was collecting all life. Another guy, I was just on the way, I just saw the news. One guy went to the library, teenager. He went to the library and shoot 2 people to death, and then shoot. And then before he went to the library, he wrote, okay guys, what I'm going to do, I don't know, nobody to blame, and I'm simply mad, I'm crazy, I'm frustrated. Hey, smiling. Doesn't it look like mad civilization? Crazy. He's just going innocent people, some librarian, children, killing children and women, and no reason. And we are taking only one sample piece, America. Country of plenty. Some people, they are in a situation of plenty, they have everything. You go to this dollar, what do you call it? Dollar tree? Dollar store. You can buy so many things just for $1, just like that, because of plenty. In fact, many people, they have so much that their level of success understood by how much garbage they're throwing outside. And I was in Miami, I was just walking to the houses, near to the houses in some kind of compound, sofas, furniture, TV sets, just like that, almost ready to use. It's just because I don't like it, let me buy a new one. In fact, after 3 months, it's such a country of everything, ample of everything, and plenty. I don't like it. I'm buying the, can you reduce this sound a little bit? We are buying stuff, using for 3 months, and just 2 months and 29 days, I'm going back to the, Costco, shop, trade market, and I'm giving it back. Ladies coming, buying beautiful dress for the party, and then after party, right after party, I don't like, go and give it back. Is it right? Just like that. Living on credit. Beg, borrow, steal, live on money taken in mortgage, enjoy like as a king, buy money borrowed. To please people you don't like, to do something which you don't want, and to use money which you didn't deserve. We are living in credit. My dear friends, try to understand. America is 4% of population of this planet. 4%. Which is using 60% of resources of all planet. 60% of resources of all planet used by 4% of population. The rest of the world, guys, you manage yourself. And Africa, China. And if you want to be happy, take vacation and go to Ukraine now, or Sector Gaza. Have a look how happy people there. Millions of people, they lost their shelter, houses, opulence, money, near and dear. Very well, European level standard life, right? In fact, Ukraine much more developed than Germany and some European countries. I'm from Ukraine. I know the standard of life we had. As they say in Hindi, narahega bas na bachega basuri. Because people were sitting there and they're hoping to become happy, right? Atyantika sukha pravritti. Like we are sitting now, hardly even thinking in the direction that this disaster can happen here also. Why not? One ballistic missile, finished. Some cities of my relatives, and even my city, is not existing on the map now. My relatives, like Kharkiv is still there, but near to the Kharkiv city, there's so many cities stop existing even. They're not existing anymore. Because there's a smashed in this 3.5-year war. So many people killed, murdered, raped, and etc., stolen and stuff. Same thing in Sector Gaza, same thing. And Russian people also suffering like anything. 1 million soldiers already died, their mothers suffering. their near and dear sufferings. So many restrictions are there. Where is the happiness? Brother, there were a survey question. What is your opinion about the poverty in other countries outside of yours? And they were asking African countries, America, China, and European countries were asking this question. What is your opinion about the poverty and the hunger in outside countries? So African countries, what is a hunger means about the lack of food. What is your opinion about the lack of food in outside countries? So African people could not answer this question because they didn't know what is food. They just didn't know what is food. They're so poor. Chinese people, they couldn't answer the question because they couldn't understand the word opinion. What is your opinion? My opinion? There is no such thing as opinion. You getting the joke? This is a joke.
Yeah.
Right? African people, they're damn poor. They don't know what is food even. So the question doesn't fit their brain even. Chinese people, they don't know what is opinion. What do you mean opinion? Right? So, European countries, they couldn't answer the question because they didn't understand the scarcity. What is the scarcity? What do you mean scarcity? Like this one England queen, when it was like big drought and people were dying like, out of hunger, they said, Your Majesty, people dying out of hunger. And she said, well, can they go and buy some cookies in the shop? It just doesn't fit them. They're not nice to have the head among the clouds, keep your legs on the ground. Sometimes people far away from reality. So they couldn't answer the question because they didn't know what the scarcity means. And American people, they couldn't answer this question because they didn't know what outside our country, that there is some other world there. Or it's just only we only in the center of existence. Is there is other world also there? I asked few people, have you heard about Second World War? What is that? Have you heard about Germany? And when the Second World War ended, you ask, do you know? I don't want to embarrass anyone here, but if I ask a few people have no idea. Very often I ask youth, I was in the university, in Cincinnati and just other places in San Francisco University. I ask few questions, historical questions, people have no idea. Just really blank. They don't know the history. So my point is that oblivion, like ignorance is bliss sometimes. People have no idea, understanding. And see, in countries of poverty there is no happiness, and in countries of ampleness, what do you call it, abundance. Everything is abundance. Still no happiness. Are you sure that people, those who have full bank accounts and big houses, what is the assurance that they will be happy? I was mentioning, I came from Los Angeles, and they are just making these movies, and I spoke with some film stars. And one film star came and crying to me, oh, I lost my $100 million villa in one night because it was fire. Remember? Heavy disaster. People losing in no time. How many of you heard the case in Ahmedabad? Flight crashed. It was 200, how many? 80 people. 100, 273 or something. Whatever. 240, yeah? Only one guy survived. Happened to fall down from the emergency exit. Lucky guy. So amazing, whether it's India or China or Middle East or Ukraine or Russia or America, these people shooting each other, any moment anything can happen. And it's happening. I give you just few examples how stressful our life is. And we are trying to adjust ourselves and to be happy here. Hi, sweet home, happy home. Nobody can be happy fully in this material world because it's designed in such a way. This is the place of suffering. Oh, Guruji, you are too pessimistic. No, no, no. We are not pessimistic. We are realistic. You see, we are trying to enjoy the happiness which is temporary, and we're forgetting about our real source of happiness. How we are looking for right thing in the wrong place. Really. Looking for the water in the desert. I was giving an example of the flight. Chartered flight, and there were only 3 parachutes and 4 people. Pilot, head pilot, prime minister, professor, and student. All of a sudden the flight started to crashed. Pilot came out and said, "Gentlemen, we are crashing, our engine stopped working. I have right for 1 parachute because I'm head pilot. By default, I have right for 1 parachute." He jumped. Another one, the minister said, "Well, I'm minister of the country, you know, gentlemen, because I have big responsibility. I also have right, according to constitution of our country. I have 1 right for 1 parachute." He jumped, take parachute and jumps. So professor and student remains. Professor says, "My dear boy, you are a young boy, take parachute, jump, let me die. Anyway, we don't have much time left. Jump, jump, go, go, go." And student says, "No, no, 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 no." Student of Cincinnati University. You know, he was very smart. "No, professor, please take, go, go. I have 1 parachute with me. It's for you." "How come? We had only 3. How come you have extra?" He said, "No, no, no. Actually, we had only 3 and I got 1. Pilot got 1, but minister in hurry, he by mistake took my school bag." He grabbed my school bag by mistake because he was too much in hurry. So we are too much busy, running busy. We are too busy and we are taking shelter of something which is not going to save us. Yes. One flight was going, you know, and hostess coming, you know, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have good and bad news for you." "What happened? What do you like to hear?" "Bad and good." "Oh, tell us bad first." "Engine stopped working, we are crashing in 7 minutes." "What?" "Yes, we are crashing. Sorry." "But what about good news?" "Don't worry, we have complimentary Pepsi Cola for everyone, complete. And a laughing movie, Charlie Chaplin movie, laughing movie, comedy. Enjoy the flight. Enjoy your flight before you die." That's what the slogan of Gladiators, you know. Drink, be merry and enjoy because for tomorrow we die. When we die, nothing will be there. I was speaking with one of your neighbors, one Jewish guy came out, and I asked, "Oh, you know, we are suffering." I said, "Do you know why you're suffering?" "No, I don't know why we are suffering. You know why?" I told to my daughter, "Don't worry, be positive, and die positively." "What do you mean?" You know, I told him in Russian language we have one saying, "Нечего на зеркало пенять, если рожа крива." Means, don't blame the mirror if you have ugly face. There is no any blame for the mirror if I have myself ugly face. So there is no blame because whatever we have done, law of karma, there's like law of thermodynamics, law of gravity, so many things, you know. Similarly, there's subtle laws about which people have no idea. And we are trying to adjust in this material world which is full of misery. It's something like to try to maintain your dry clothes while being thrown in the ocean. How many chances for you to be dry clothes without getting wet being in the ocean? So this world is full of troubles. And basically, according to scriptures, it's explained that there are troubles of 3 kinds. Trouble from this body, technically called adhyatmika klesha, suffering from body, which is birth, death, disease, old age, right, suffering. To be in the womb of the mother for 9 months, I mean, excuse me, sitting like this embryo, it's moving and kicking mother, you know, my dear, this guy is struggling and blood and urine and so difficult for him sitting. Then he coming out through small hole, he coming out and doctor saying, "Welcome to this material world." Huh? Doesn't remember, but yes, now he's preoccupied with mobile telephone. So
But it's suffering. And have you ever seen somebody was born and laughing? Guys, how are you? Nice to see you guys. Everybody screaming and laughing. No. Getting kicked from the doctor just to activate his lungs. And when people dying, janma mrityu, when people dying, nobody wants to die, right? At least I hope no one here. I don't want to die. It's against the nature of the soul. We are eternal. Ajo nityam shashvatayam purana hannate hanyamaneshwari. It's against our nature. Nobody wants to die. But we have to die. We have to lose our near and dear every day. The most surprising thing in this world, when Yamaraj asked Yudhishthira Maharaj in the form of Yaksha, what is the most surprising thing? You know the story, right? When brothers went to drink some water because out of thirst, they drank the water and died one by one. And the voice came, don't drink, first you have to answer my quiz questions. And Yudhishthira Maharaj came about to drink, no, at least you be wise. Don't drink this water without asking my questions, you'll die. Okay, shoot your questions. And it was like, quiz, IQ test. No Google, no Chat GPT, nothing. Whatever you have, that's yours. And he was shooting us, I believe, 125 questions. And there were most important 5 questions at the end. One of the questions was, Kimascharjamasti? What is the most surprising thing in this world? What do you think, Brian? The most surprising thing in the world. According to you, just think about this. What could be the most surprising? Ascharya. Those who know, please don't tell. Just, it's nice brainstorm a little bit. Because sometimes we're trying to solve the problem which is not problem at all. I was asking some people, what do you think the biggest problem in America? Or in Nepal, I was asking this, in Nepal. What is the biggest problem in Nepal? Some people saying, bribe, probably bribe. You have to enter university, you have to get some job, you have to give bribe. I think it's everywhere. But for whom you're giving bribe is not a problem. Money is sweeter than honey. People getting big amount of money, it's not a problem for them. For somebody who giving money, maybe it's a little bit painful. But somebody who taking money, no problem. Some people saying, no, problem is a war. War, is it not a problem? Heavy problem. So many people dying, such disaster, refugees, lonely, committing suicide, their children killed. But for some people, wow, what a business. You know how much cost one missile? Ballistic missile, tank, F-6 flight? Millions and millions of dollars. Millions! Shahed, drones, 20,000 US dollars, just boom, like that. And they shooting every day 2,000 drones. Just calculate, you cannot even believe and imagine how much expenses this war bringing and how much production nowadays. Wow, what a profit coming. Some people, perhaps they don't want to stop this war. Think about this. Sounds a little political, but it's how it is. You can never make such a profit during the peaceful time. You can never. And all the weapon which is stuck in somewhere since Second World War is useless now. We have to somehow get rid of this. So how we can get rid of this unless you dump in the ocean? No. Better we can sell it to somebody. Let them fight among themselves. Reduce population, there will be more oxygen in this planet. Right? Otherwise, many people are producing CO2, gas unnecessarily. Then you have coronavirus, diabetes, cancer, etc., etc. This is suffering from this body. Shariram Vyati Mandiram. So what is the biggest problem then? What problem for some people, not problem at all for somebody else? Actually, real problem definition is, it has to be for everyone. It must be for everyone. It must be unwanted by anyone. I don't want it. And it should be unavoidable by anyone. If something falls into this category, which is for everyone, including zero or hero, president of country or taxi driver, doesn't matter, Everyone, Africa, China, right? Nobody wants it and nobody can avoid it. If something falls into this category, that's the problem, and that problem has to be solved in our life. Not just we're trying to make house, $100 million all life, working like donkey. Oh, finally, got inauguration. We entered the house and next day, boom, and finished. Oh, you died. I know one guy who was working all life to make 3-story building. That was his dream. The moment he constructed, after 1 month he died. And somebody else living in that house. So it's something strange in the script of this world, something wrong, terribly wrong. We are running in the wrong direction. It's never late to take a U-turn, however long we are traveling in the wrong direction. And however, however long, more and more you're traveling in the wrong direction, it becomes more and more expensive to return home. It's proportionately. More you're traveling in the wrong direction, it will be more costly for you to come back home. I got this experience in New York this time, actually. I went to the metro and I didn't know so many. I'm city boy, hey. I'm city boy. Even I got lost in metro of New York. So many branches and some F, E, whatnot, different lines. And I sit down, people tell me, no. Is it F? Yeah, it's F. Oh, it's going there. Oh, yeah, it's going. I sit down and it's supposed to be only 10 minutes. But then it's going already 1 hour. It's something wrong. Maybe I'm going, oh, you're going in the wrong direction. Oh no. And I was thinking, maybe one more stop. Let me see. Maybe my next stop. Maybe next stop. Maybe next stop. I hope against hope, I hope. Because it's the right train. But it's right train, but it was going in the wrong direction, opposite direction from me. And more you're going in the opposite direction, more costly and much more longer it will become for you to come back. So it took for me 2 hours. I went to that place 10 minutes, but when I coming back to the place, so it took me 1.5 hours. And evening time it was like local, every stop it was stopping. Oh no, I was just so much long time. It's like a mind bomb. I know one monk, he went in Sri Lanka. They went to Sri Lanka and they were feeding food to poor people. And when they coming back to temple, he got some nature call and he requested driver, stop, let me go to the field. And driver kindly stopped. It was dark, And only the sound of this, what do you call them? In the field, Crickets. So he came out and he walked to the field. And driver, he wanted to give some service to him. He turned the car and wanted to give light to the field. So he turned the car. No, you're laughing. He turned the car and it was like big sign, like the skeleton, Minefield.
Oh my God.
Oh no, because Tamil tigers, there's some kind of conflict going on there. So stop! This driver was screaming to the monk, stop! What happened? This is the bomb field, Minefield. So that monk was telling later on, oh no, I forgot about nature call. Immediately, everything was cancelled. I forgot. Out of fear, I forgot that I have to go for the nature call. Really, he started to sweating. Oh no. Then what to do now? There is no guarantee you're going to come safe back. Luckily, you didn't step anywhere. But to come back, you never know. So this driver had to drive to the local center, to headquarters of Tamil Tigers, and requested them, please. So when they putting bombs, usually they're putting the map, map. So to undo it, they have to know where it is located. So they have the map of this minefield. So this guy, this guy, he brought it middle of the night, he came, okay, 2 steps right, 1 step forward. He was guiding him. And this guy, okay, 2 steps left, right, left, right. You cannot make mistakes here. So this guy was sleeping. Oh, sorry, right. What, sorry, just carefully. It took him 2 hours to get out. To go there, it took him 2 minutes. But to get out carefully, because so many bombs are there. So many slips between cup and lips. Padam padam yadvi padam natesham. Shastra says, every step, danger. Samasritai padapallavaplavam. We need some kind of boat to cross over this ocean of miseries. So many problems here. Lust, greed, anger, envy, like that, etc., etc. How to cross it? Where is that map? So similarly, we can see people trying to adjust with this poor country or rich country. In some countries, they have so many cars, for example. I have seen so many cars, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars, like in America. Why are we going somewhere? Just look at this. In Japan, so many cars. They don't know, oh, I want to buy a new car. So the people buying an old, what to do with old car? They're dumping somewhere. And there are some places where so many old cars, they don't know what to do with them. They're crashing them, putting some kind of heavy crusher. I know one guy on YouTube, he just destroying these cars, like very expensive cars, throwing from the mountain, this and that, People dying, no food in Africa, in Nepal, and everywhere is scarcity. People cannot study properly because they don't know what is food means. And out of, abundance, let me destroy the car. And one car, you're destroying like whatever, $100,000. For this money, you can create one hospital, or you can feed 10 million children every day. We are doing that in Nepal. Every day we are feeding nearly 20,000 children. We're going to start. We're already doing 10,000 children. Every day we are feeding, collecting 10 rupees for one plate for the baby to feed them, because they're crying from the villages, they're coming, they cannot study because they don't have food, literally. And in other places, so much food dumped in the ocean just to maintain the price of the market. Because if you can just maintain it, so price will go cheap and market will crash. So better let us dump it. It's reality. Pollution, destruction, etc., etc. So how to be happy? And this guy who destroying these cars, throwing them from the mountains and crashing, then he investing millions of dollars and making a, what you call scrap, making small scrap out of that car and selling, putting his logo and saying, this is the car, this is the YouTube trophy. Anyone who will give donation, he will get this car. And this is madness. People paying unbelievable money for some kind of scrap stuff. People love it. So that's why it's called asatyera satya kurimani. What is the truth? People thinking this is untruth. And what is very much madness? People thinking this is very nice. So how you can be happy in the place nearly looks like madhouse, crazy house. People doing all kind of nonsense. Nunam pramatta kurute vikarma yat indriya prithaya aprinoti nasadhumanye yatu atmanoyam klishan api kleshada ashadeha. It's not me, it's scriptures. 5,000 years ago they said that this material world nearly mad, because people thinking that they are this body and everything meant to enjoy this. Yet indriya prithaya aprinoti. We have to satisfy our senses of this body. And we are not this body. Right? Time and again I'm saying the same example, that if I'll come to you and I say, who are you? I am Jesus Christ. What will you think about me?
Crazy.
Yeah, minimum crazy. One guy came to a mental asylum and he asked one guy, who are you? I am Jesus Christ. Who told you? God. And from another room somebody said, no, I never told him. So, no, I never told him. There is God, there is Napoleon, Mahatma Gandhi, President of Russia, President of Ukraine, Hitler, Napoleon, everybody sitting together. And doctor has to give medicine. I was telling this example. Once, first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, he came to the mental asylum just to check out. And one guy is discharging from there. And this guy asking this Jawaharlal Nehru, who are you? He said, I am Jawaharlal Nehru. He said, no problem. 6 months before I also thought like that. They'll make you okay, don't worry. They are nice people here. Aapko ठीक कर देगा. I also thought like this 6 months before. So, if we are thinking we have this body We are not. This is, Shastra says, this is a madness. So, how to come to real happiness? This is a world, we should not, like Jesus Christ, he said, we are in this world, but not of this world. We are from different place. Where are we from? Where are we from? So we have to know that place where we can return back and who we are. And this can be done only by the mercy of spiritual representative who has a knowledge. Really. Not blind following knowledge, but it's Jnana Dipena Pasha, Bhagavad Tattva Vijnana. Vijnana means science. This is science. And into the science, real happiness lies in knowledge. When you understand darkness, darkness, light is light. As we say, as a woman cannot become half pregnant, as a man cannot become half dead. Similarly, truth cannot become half. Whether it's truth or this is a lie. So, real journey of happiness starts with one question. Tasmat gurum prapadyata jigyasu shreya uttamam. What is the purpose of my life? Who am I? Why am I suffering? Like one of our acharyas, Sanatan Goswami, he said, Ami ke, keno ami japo tapo troya. Who am I and why am I suffering from three kinds of miseries? Suffering from body, suffering from another living entities. It may be mosquito, it can become guy with machine gun, it can become terrorist in New York or library somewhere. It can be anything. And third kind of sufferings is from nature, adhidhaivika klesha. Fan is running because it's very hot. Isn't it pretty hot nowadays here? Earthquake, tsunami, tufan, tornado, anything. So suffering from body, birth, death, disease, old age, suffering from others, nuclear bombs, wars and mosquitoes and snakes and name it. And suffering from nature. And if you say, well, I am not suffering, no. One teacher, he said, actually, when somebody will be hitting you 23 hours with a stick, dun, 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 and then he leaves you for 1 hour, just leaves you. Relax. When suffering minimized to some extent, we considering that as a happiness. When sufferings became a little bit less for a while, we considering that happiness. So nice, so nice. What nice? You're the next. So that's what question. What is the most surprising thing in this world? Kim pantaha asti, kim samacharam asti, kim ascharjam asti. He asked him, what's the news? What is the path? What is the most surprising thing? Finally, he asked him. And Yudhishthira Maharaj, being wise king, he said, Ahani bhutani gacchanti yamamandiram sheshastavaram icchanti kimascharjakatah param. My dear Lord, every day trillions and millions of living entities going to the abode of Yamaraj, kingdom of death. Gacchanti Yama Mandiram. Yama, this is a demigod of death. Superintendent, he's judge. Right? Everybody will be judged. He's the one. Everybody dying every day. In America you cannot see this very vividly, but in India you go to crematorium every day, 24/7. 24/7, 365. You go to Kathmandu, Pashupatinath, there's, this crematorium. People coming, smoke standing, line. Right? And our number also coming one day. But everybody living this world, everybody, we see this, we read about this, we're witnessing this ourselves, right? On TV, on YouTube, war, whatever, disaster, murderers and stuff. But we are thinking, those who are still staying back, they are thinking, I'm not going to die, at least today. What can be more surprising than this? Everybody dying, but those who are still back, all of us, we are thinking, no, I'm not going. That flight in Ahmedabad, boom, blasted. Oh, bad luck for those guys. Oh, these guys in Ukraine died. Oh, millions of them, bomb fall down and drone came to their house. Bad luck. Earthquake or tsunami in Indonesia. Bad luck. Hey guys, how you are better than them? Next will be you. Me, anyone. So don't try to adjust, like Jesus Christ said, don't make your house on the bridge. There's no point of adjusting here. Then what should we do? We have to leave this world somehow. We have to live in this world also. We have to do something. Nobody can live without working. No, everybody have to work. There is one statement, Nahi shuktasya singhasya praveshanti mukhem mriga. Even to the mouth of the lion, Singha, he's a king of all animals. But even to his mouth, deer never enters automatically. Even he has to work to catch it. So everybody have to work, but we have to work for such a purpose which can give us ultimate happiness. And that is Bhagavad Gita. That's Krishna explains to Arjuna. Arjuna, it's like manual how to get out from this crazy world, really. Bhagavad Gita is not Hindu book. Okay, chalo, let's go have a talk, entertainment, spiritual. This is a lifeline. This is a, when this is your parachute. Grab it. No time. Grab it very seriously. Okay, let me just have a look. I don't have time. Hey guys, this is your lifeline. There is no other chance for you if you don't have this knowledge how to get out from this crazy place. I just came from, and how we can get this knowledge? How we can get it? We can get only by the mercy of representative who has this knowledge, who spent his life, who dedicated his life, who sacrificed his life to learn this knowledge and to follow this knowledge and to take this knowledge from his spiritual master, who sacrificed his life for the benefit of all world. Samsarinam karunayaha purana guhyam adhyatma deepamati tirshatam tanbondham. Deepa means torchlight. Those who sacrificed this life and as an ambulance going from house to house to make it available. Otherwise it's not available. It's not available in Dollar Tree shop. It's not available in Costco. It's not available in crack. It's not available. It's only by the mercy we can get it. Titikshava Karunika. And Srila Prabhupada was one of those sadhus, the only one who brought this knowledge to all world, practically. It was in Sanskrit. We are all rusty on this language. We don't understand this language even. But he spent his life actually translating this knowledge, and he brought with compassion, not just to make money. He sacrificed his comfort. And last thing, not the least, I'll just share, what is real happiness? Atmananda, happiness of understanding, who am I? And with sharing this knowledge with others and seeing how others also getting cured. You know this, I was telling other day about the dopamine called oxytocin. Oxytocin or serotonin. When you're serving others, it's not dopamine. Dopamine is very temporary. You got something happy, again you're frustrated because it became boring. Again, I need something new. No. But actually, when you helping others, paropakara, when you're helping others and you see the change in their life, they are uplifted, their problems solved, bad habits given up, their life become bright. There is something more to life than simply making money. I was telling people in this world so poor that the only thing they have is money. It's not about money, but there's so many things you cannot buy by money. We can buy a watch, we can buy time. We cannot buy time. 1 second of time passed away, you cannot bring back by millions of dollars. It's such a common sense. But common sense nowadays is very much uncommon. Because people blinded by this opulence and sense enjoyment of this material body, in which we are not. That's why what's the process to wake up? Very easy to wake up a person who is sleeping. Very easy actually. When somebody is sleeping and some tiger coming to eat him. And guys, hey, wake up! Just scream something, do something to him. It's not enough to write on the wall, please wake up. It doesn't work like that. You have to make sound, wake up! So the sleeping soul inside will wake up, right? But very difficult to wake up somebody who doesn't want to be waken up. Sometimes you sleep. He just doesn't want to wake up to do. The man convinced against his will of the same opinion still. So that's why we are always often saying, we are not trying to make people interested. We are not. We are not spiritual clowns here. We are not trying to make people interested. We are looking for interested people. We cannot place the seed on the marble or pitch road. We need some fertile soil. Fertile soil, and in Latin language, soil name is humus. Humus. In other words, humility comes from humus. Humility is a fertile soil for the knowledge given by the teacher. And when student is humble and he receptive, then knowledge will sprout. Nowadays, word based on the pride. I have so much money, I have bigger country, I have this and that. What's this? When you're going on the flight, you can see these big skyscrapers and small houses. You can see America is like a 1-2 story country. But such places like New York, Chicago, or whatever, big Los Angeles, there are some in the downtown, big skyscrapers also, right? But when you're on the flight, there's not much difference. You cannot understand this, trade towers from small private houses. It's a small spot. You cannot see really. So similarly, when person developing his consciousness high, he see everyone equally. You see? Really. So spiritual life means to uplift our consciousness from childhood of selfishness to the maturity of selflessness. You getting the point? To grow from childish consciousness of selfishness. Me. She's having children, everything putting in the mouth. It's called Annamaya platform. For me, mommy, for me. Only for me. I am the center of existence. So spiritual life is a growth from selfishness of childhood to the maturity of selflessness. When people giving everything for the benefit of this world, for the Lord. And Jesus Christ, he went to the cross. He gave his life even. Let your will be, not mine, my Father. Let your will be. Your will prevail. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada gave up everything. Manasa deha geha jo kichu more arpilutu apade nanda kishore. And it gives great satisfaction. Great satisfaction to Krishna, to the Lord. And love means sacrifice. So now, what we can learn from this, how to give this valuable life for the benefit of others. It's great satisfaction. Really it is. You may not believe me, but trust me, I'm not cheating you. We have a little bit experience. And that's what I learned personally myself. I thought, if Prabhupada could do this, can't we do this? Of course, for everybody, no need to become monk. Of course, no need. No need to become nuns. I have so many wonderful people, those who are family members, but they're very much part of this wonderful movement of upliftment of the society from ignorance to light, transcendental knowledge. And it can be done only by the spiritual representative who is ready to sacrifice his comfortable zone for good cause. I came from Thailand now. And in Thailand, I was just traveling into Thailand, interesting enough. And in Thailand, I learned, you can also know this perhaps, but this is, I even noticed that, there is one place, Tham Luang, there is one cave, Tham Luang cave, tourist place, big one, 2 kilometers long. And it was a real case. Some years ago, it was a case when some 13 boys, 1-3, they went to the cave playing, after sport, some trainings, they went inside, and little they knew that there was like monsoon rain, heavy rain started. And in no time, in a few hours, that cave was flooded completely, and they trapped inside. And the water coming close and close, they had to go inside. They run 2 kilometers inside. And the water is like going more and more and more. Parents, they notice that there is no children. What is happening? They make alarm. Governor of the state, came. So many people, safeguards, some marine, army people, divers came. Big issue. You can check it out. Mama, Google if I'm there.
They made a movie of it.
Tham Luang. Yeah, in maybe documentary. Netflix also make movie. What to do? So ultimately, to make it short, 5,000 people were engaged to rescue these certain boys. News went to America, to UK. So all these independent volunteers, divers, came. Some of them, they were friends. They came, they were going under the water, dark water, this kind of 7 hours you have to dive to find out these boys. 7 hours, 2 kilometers under the water in different complicated labyrinths of this cave. Could not find them first, second time, could not find. Finally one guy found his boys sitting like rabbits inside the cave at the very end. Uncle, help us. We are digging. What you are digging, boys? You are on the ground. What you are digging? And the water coming. And one engineer came from Bangkok. Volunteer, nobody paid money, nothing. He said, guys, we have to go to local villages and to make sure the rain not going more and more in cave. We have to divert that water from all the holes in the mountain. So he put some pipes to divert water, so to give more chance for the boys to survive. Because otherwise water will fill up in one day. So he went to the local villagers and requested, do you know where is the holes leading to the cave? So local villagers, they showed him the holes and they helped him to make like out of bamboo some pipes. But then so much water, raining. So they requested these local people, can we divert this water to your rice fields? All rice fields down the mountain. So what does it mean? It means that tons of water. There's something 500 million of gallons. Gallon, this waters were diverted. So it means that all rice fields will be destroyed. Are you ready? So all the villagers, they agreed, yes, okay, we are ready to lose our all crops in this year. Just for these 13 boys. Human life so invaluable that for one boy, we're sacrificing all our prosperity and opulence. And they're working very hard in this. And they found that one guy found them. Great job, we found them. Said, why are you laughing? We found, but how are you going to bring them out under the water? Even one cylinder required guy, very difficult. For professionals, it's very difficult to swim 7 hours. What to speak about 13 years old boys? How they can make it? They will not be able to make it. Even we are risking our life to save them, still there is zero chances for them to come out. What to do? So these guys, they went and took the highest risk without telling anyone. Do you remember what they did?
Yeah, they put up some medicine anesthesia.
Anesthesia. They called one doctor.
Yeah.
And they didn't tell him that we're going to do this. They cheated him. Come guys, we'll do some rescue, get some medal for that, some hero. So he came and said, you know what we're going to tell you? We have to do anesthesia to them. And we have to bring them unconscious. Because you crazy guys, in history nobody did it. Nobody did it in history. Because you have to give such an amount of anesthesia. It's equal, because if you can give less, they will come to the senses under the water. 7 hours, after 3 hours they will come back to senses. Out of panic they will drown under the water. Can you imagine? Panic. And if you get them too much dose, they will drown in their own saliva because body will not take it. So they make a scheme, but we should not take this, otherwise you'll be in jail for doing this. So they told only to the governor. Don't tell anyone. But they'll not be able to survive. Well, if you'll not do this, that's 100% we'll not take them out. If you'll do this, we can have some chance. So close their eyes, hope against hope, they agreed to do illegal things, so-called illegal thing. And the rest is the story, they somehow are struggling in 3 days. They were boys, I believe, 16 days there inside, without food, without, and for 2-3 days they were drugging them. They didn't even tell to the boys. Oh boys, we're going to take you. One by one they took them aside and so other boys should know this. Otherwise they will be scared, panic. So they, Okay, my boy, okay. Without telling anyone. You know, when things not completed, you should not say not less than 3, not more than 5 people. Because once it's leakage there, nothing can be done. So similarly, Prabhupada said, if they only knew what kind of mission I came with, they'll kill me straight away. If they only knew in the beginning what I came with, what kind of mission I brought. Meat industry, intoxication, cigarette, whiskey industry will suffer like anything because millions of people will drop it. They will lose millions of customers because of my preaching. And what happened? People not interested nowadays. Liquor industry, liquor, vodka, and cigarettes industry, meat industry, like going down because people now getting vegans, healthy life because of yoga and stuff. So they say, but 2 people died. One person, he drowned because one marine officer, he drowned. Another one got injury, infection, also died by saving those boys. And those boys, all of them, they were saved somehow because somebody took a risk to save us. So similarly, we always have to be grateful. Happiness starts with gratitude. If we are not grateful, we are grateful. Same thing. So therefore, I was always telling the joke, it was the work. Simple work. And everybody knew that anybody can do it. And everybody thought that somebody will do the work which anybody can do. But nobody did it. And everybody became angry with somebody who didn't do the work which anybody can do. But nobody did it. See the fun? Everybody knew it has to be done, but nobody doing this. Because everybody in their small cave of comfortable life, and I'm okay, and don't cross my comfortable zone. Otherwise, I have permission of government, I have a machine gun. I just came from West Virginia. They're putting guns. No, don't transgress. This is private area. Don't come to my comfortable zone. People so frustrated. I came to airport and by their mistake they didn't put my name and data. And I had to go to reception too. My flight is about to leave. And I'm coming, lady, can you check? Don't come close to me. I'm not coming, but I'm in emergency. Can you check because I am going to lose my flight? Don't come close. Why are you coming close to me? Don't go. Why are you so irritated? And I'm standing 2 meters from her. I'm surprised, huh? Don't come close to me. Stay, keep distance. See, I'm not sick person. I'm not coughing. I'm nothing happened. But people irritated, They're so much irritated. And we were typing other day, checking what is the greatest problem in modern society. Loneliness, sense of disconnection, lack of belonging to somebody, frustration, emptiness in the heart, smiling faces, crying heart. Because ultimately we are disconnected. The greatest criminals of this world, they are disconnected in the jail. Disconnection happens due to sin. And being too much sinful, people feeling disconnected, like imprisonment, loneliness. I know one guy, his name Charles Sobhraj. Have you heard his name?
Yes.
In Nepal. One of my friends, he captured him after 28 years or something like that, in the airport.
Yeah.
All cases were already surrendered, already cancelled, closed. But this guy was keeping documents against him in his home, privately. Though government already closed the cases because 28 years, who is going to? And he still kept that. And he caught him. And they put him in single cell. But he's so brilliant. He knows so many languages, computer. In that single cell, he was able to get married and he was about to get to escape. But somehow or other, anyway. But this person, his devotee, he gave him Bhagavad Gita. And he was reading Bhagavad Gita. Now he told me, I just came from Vrindavan. Now Charles Sobhraj wants to come to Vrindavan and practice Krishna consciousness. He read the Bhagavad Gita and now he wants... Another my friend, he was in jail for many, many years. 17 years in single cell. Can you imagine? And there was... you can get crazy sitting alone, And there's no way of communication. Like this guy who killed in library, in library, what is his name? Just to make it authorized, otherwise people are, oh, this Patrida's talking, crazy stuff, No, but I did my homework, by the way, not just because because nowadays you have to be a little bit, because everybody will check you on Google. Whatever you saying, everybody's checking facts and figures, no? His name, Nathaniel Jowett. His name, Nathaniel Jowett, guy, boy, teenager. It was like, and he was sentenced to 50 years of imprisonment. Just like that, came and shooting people, like anything. I was thinking, what a madness, huh? This guy, I was looking about him. He was just talking about this. Anyway, so I don't want to discourage you, but I have this, he's saying interview, I don't know, I'm mad, I'm pretty much mad, I'm crazy, what I'm going to do, no one to blame, sorry father, so dad, so mom, what I'm going to do, sorry my girlfriend, I love you, but I'm going to do something now, hey, I'm going to... It's insane talking about this. This is a modern generation nowadays. Because there's so much brainwash. I was telling yesterday in Cincinnati, everybody playing these games, you see? Ding, ding, boom, ding, ding, boom, boom, boom. And then growing higher, they just playing this kind of... You have to kill. And it's nothing, we're buying for them this kind of toys. I'm not throwing the stone in your garden, but please, I mind you. We're buying for kids pistols and stuff. So this is a consciousness of violence seeded inside, ingrained in their hearts. And when they playing, I myself played with that. I want to say, I played in childhood. But when now they're making this 3D, they have these glasses. It's like real. You move in sky, everything. It's like you are in a different world. Now there's 3D, 4D games, it's like real machine gun. You can see your body there, like as if you are like real. That glasses, you can see as if you are dressed like military man, in that glasses. It's a different world. You have seen? Yeah. And then you have machine gun. They're just like, cartoon guys. But in Ukraine war now, drones and real bombs, they're playing like this. They're not fighting face to face. They're fighting through the drones. And they're drone operators. What they can see as a boy. But this time it's real. And they don't know the price of real life. They're taking millions of lives. They don't even know the pain. Because they're already habituating to play this from childhood. There's nothing new. When we're playing small, we have small toys. Toys are poison. Toys are poison. Sometimes children are fighting for the toy. My toy, my toy, my toy. One mother, one spiritual master was telling that when they are fighting for the toys, their mother used to take this toy and throw in the window. Don't fight. Not yours, throwing the toy. Toys are poison. When the children, they're fighting for the toys, when they're becoming big boys, they're fighting with the big toys. Big boys fighting big toys. Machine guns, bombs, pistols, like that. It's toys for them. So therefore we have to be careful. The spiritual knowledge is simply must. And spiritual master actually sacrificing his life to bring this torchlight to save us from the cave of material existence. Kamlam cave. Very deep. That's why Krishna says, Arjuna says, this mind, Chalam Himana Krishna Pramati Balavadrinam. This mind is very stupid and crazy. Any drama he can do. But in this age, one medicine given to us, very practical medicine, mantra, names of God. Very easy to implement. No money, no tension, no pension. Just take mala, we have this holy name of God. Chant any name of your God, whatever you feel, but Maha Mantra, Prabhupada gave us. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By chanting names of God, Krishna means all attractive. Rama means giving happiness. Ramanti Yogina Anante. Rama, to give happiness. And Hara is a spiritual energy. So this mantra is nothing but address to the spiritual energy of the Lord. Father, Mother, please help me. We are connecting ourselves. I have antenna, internet. We are directly connecting ourselves in this universe. It's not just we are concocting this. We are practicing. We are practicing for the last 35 years, and trust me, I'm not cheating you. It's working. We have tried. It's working. So similarly, it's only a question of faith. If we have theoretically at least, okay, let me have little faith. This guy is not cheating me. Let me try. And that, what is called benefit of doubt. If we just simply invest a little bit of faith, that's the beginning of spiritual journey. Ato shraddha, tata sadhusanga, bhajana kriya, anartha nivrittisya. So this is a very scientific process. Problem is that we are cheated by this material energy. And the secret is, final thing which I will mention to you. Real secret of happiness is to make most important things most important in our life. To make most important things most important. Now we have to decide what is the most important thing for us. And most important thing is to please the Lord. This is the most important thing because He's the cause of all causes. To please the tree with millions of leaves, very difficult to water each and every leaf. But when we water the root of the tree, yatha taror moola nishechanena, tripyanti tatskandabujopasakkaha, to please each and every cell of the body is difficult, but to putting food in the stomach, automatically everybody will become satisfied, all body will get nourished. So that's why in this age, to please the Lord, it's according to Quran, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, or whether it's the Bible, your name should be glorified, Father, love God most of all. Whether it's Vedic scriptures, chanting the names of God. Everywhere, all spiritual paths, they are requesting everyone to chant names of God. And Mahamantra is nothing but three main names, all attractive, giving happiness and spiritual energy, hara. Like genuine cry of the baby. So that's why in Hindi they say, Dukh mein sumiran sab kare, sukh mein kare na koi, jo sukh mein sumiran kare to dukh hai kahoi. Those when difficulties, everybody remembering God. But when somebody remembering God in happiness, it will be no difficulties for him. Guaranteed. Hare Krishna. So shall we try?
Yes, sir.
And I have gift for every one of you. We have special, those who didn't get yet, I brought special business class ticket of Spiritual Airlines. Business class ticket from offer of the company today, free today.
Yes.
Like this, genuine cry of the baby. He's teaching us how to cry. Yes, not whimsical, but natural, and mother has to take and has to give the toy back. No, it's true. It's already addiction. So we have to do something about that. Because before, it's too broken to be repaired sometimes. This sick addiction from childhood. And now it's artificial intelligence, it's ChatGPT. People stop thinking even. ChatGPT will do everything for me. Isn't it? Creative thinking. It's now going down and down and down. Children, they're just not able to think even. It's called ninidhyasanam. Contemplation is not there. Imagination is not developed. Before in the village, we used to go and listen some stories from some uncle or grandfather. Wow! And we're making our own movie. Long, long back, days of yore, it was the kingdom. And we were sitting, I remember, in the old house, and we had this kind of chimney, what do you call it, chimney, like, chimney, and we had this kind of straw, which cows, feeding cows at winter, they're collecting this on the roof. Grass, it become dry grass, making piles of dry grass for the cow. And we used to go there, making some hole there, and sleep on the roof, within this grass. And then our father used to tell a story. And it was the best time in my life. When kids lying down and some elderly person, many years ago, and we just, no TVs, nothing. No computers, no telephones. We were in our own dream world inside. So this is actually creativity. Similarly, we have to, this is only medicine, name of God, and we have to listen stories about Krishna. That's also medicine. Nivritta tarsha upagiyamanas bhava aushadhi chatra mano bhiramat sa uttama shloka gunanuvadat. Shastra says, descriptions of the pastimes of Krishna like these. Many years in Dvapara Yuga, Krishna, he killed Putana, Agasura, Vatsasura, Bakasura. What a stories, man. Mahabharat, Ramayana. What a love story, huh? One demon stealing girlfriend and another guy with his brother going to create havoc. What a movie. If you can make it real Hollywood movies, like with all 3D effects and Star Wars, nothing compared. Even horror movie cannot come even close. No, because we have Gatotkach, all these demons there. It's unbelievable what you can make. People have zero interest. What can be done? Once, yes. Yeah, I know. Shall I give you one last example? It's such an important topic. I really want to bring this message across. We, of course, we're always late. Nice to meet you after many lifetimes. Hardly we can meet even with each other. So, true. Sometimes, I tell you one thing, there's one saying, doesn't matter what lovers are talking about as long as they're together. It doesn't matter. You can sit up to the tomorrow morning. Who wants, he will find the opportunity. Who doesn't want, he will find the reason. And usually when you're coming and love each other with friends, you don't take your watch even. It's distracting. In fact, when some lovers, talking, somebody comes, oh no, why are you coming? Come on, this is breaking this kind of conversation, isn't it? So similarly, this is no problem. Last thing I will mention to you. Once Manmohan Malviya came to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati in Kolkata and asked him. He was producing every day one leaflet magazine, Harmonist. Every day he was printing something spiritual information. And this politician, Manmohan Malviya, he asked him, Swamiji, what unbelievable, what you can print about God every day? I mean, what can you print about God every day? 365 every year, so much information. From where are you getting information about God? We have small Bible, whatever, that's it. I mean, how come you're getting so much information to print? What are you printing every day? And he became Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati became very grave, very serious. He said, you see, how many newspapers in this big city, in Calcutta, or in Delhi, or in New York, for example? How many newspapers in Columbus? Approximately. Daily news, whatever, some dozens, no? At least five, let's say. Okay, minimum 5. How many cities in America? Approximately, let's say 1,000, let's say. 5,000 newspapers daily, printing many national information about this murder, that war, that crisis, trade market, or whatever information. So much information it's from America. How many countries? Nearly 200 countries. And they have millions of cities. And every city has millions of newspapers. Man, millions of newspapers in one day. And this planet is nothing but speck of dust in this universe. And this universe is a speck of dust in the material creation. And this all millions and trillions of material universes is nothing but Ekapat Vibhuti, 1/3 of creation of God. And 3/3, Tripat Vibhuti, is creation of spiritual world, 3 times bigger than material creation. And there's unlimited Vaikuntha Loka, spiritual planets. And every planet, so many things happening every second. So he said, we can print newspaper about God every second. Problem is not printing newspaper. Problem is there is no customers, nobody interested in this. That's the problem. Srila Prabhupada said, we have everything first class. Actually, we have first class temples. You go and see wonderful temple. If you can visit India, you can come here. I just came from New Vrindavan, West Virginia. Excellent Disneyland, beautiful golden temples, beautiful deities. Thousands and millions of people coming. Columbus, now the biggest temple coming up now in Columbus, which will be one of the wonders in America. We have first-class temples. We have first-class deities, beautiful forms and the worshipable deities on the altars, beautiful marble, one dress. You go to India, every day dress changing like gorgeous, like kings. We are offering food. We have first-class prasadam offered to the deities. 56 preparation every day, cooking like that. We have first-class literature. More than 80 volumes of first-class 500 pages books, Mahabharata, Ramayana, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya, big library of first-class literature. We have first-class devotees, those who are intellectual to understand this first-class philosophy. First-class temples, first-class deities, first-class philosophy, first-class prasadam, first-class people, intellectuals. Why people, they don't want to join us? Prabhupada said, reason only one, first-class rascals. Otherwise, what could be the reason? Everything first-class, they want to go to nightclub, vodka, intoxications, what is this? Therefore, we have to become fortunate by associating this fortunate one and make all world fortunate. And Prabhupada said, we're creating this international movement, ISKCON temples, to give people opportunity to listen to descriptions of Krishna Katha about God and to hear the holy name. That's the reason. To make everyone happy. Susukham kartumabhyam. This is our only purpose. Prabhupada said, we want to give all world opportunity of happiness, satisfaction and prosperity by chanting names of God. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyatyadeshatarine Namaste Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Dhar Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ki Jai, ki Ananta Kuli Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. This is a very wonderful prayer of Prahlad Maharaj. He says, Swastashtu Vishwasya Kalach Prasidatam Dhyayantu Putani Shivam Mithodya Manascha Bhadram Bhajata Tadhukshaje Avishyatam Nomatirapahaytuki. He says, let all envious hearts of this world, envious people will be pacified. And let will be only one occupational duty for everyone, devotional service to the Supreme Lord. Let will be everybody united as a one garland. As I said, as a one orchestra, we have to produce the music of divine love and compassion. We all are so different and beautiful indeed. Together we can grow high with the spiritual speed. Like the divine orchestra, we can produce the song which will make all world united, harmonious and strong. In our song we'll use the words love, unity and joy, cooperation, love and harmony, the darkness to destroy. Rejuvenating family together we create to bring the solace to the world before it's too much late. Create the symphony divine with a love as a holy queen. Share your happiness with mine. So be it. And Amen. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you very much.